Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Arz, and I'm back with UPL Season 1, Week 7, if I do believe, which I actually know is Week 7. And I'm here up against Tyler, aka Bronson Plays, and yeah, let me go over the team. Hold up, I am zoomed in way too far. Go out, perfect. Let's go over the team. We got XXX Fizzle XXX with leftovers, Tailglow, Surf, Psychic, Ice Beam because he has like Toxapex, Max Speed, the Speed Tower, Shaman, Surf because you know it's good, and Tailglow because it's good. Then we got Choice Band XXX Chomp XXX with Choice Band, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Poison Jab, Outrage. I originally had Aqua Tail on here, but then he traded Shaman, so I switched it over to Poison Jab. Next up, we got XXX Yoko XXX with leftovers, Natural Curse, Seismic Toss, Softwood, Wish, Stealth Rock. Why do I have Stealth Rock on this and not CBB? Why don't you have Toxic? Because CBB has a big job to do. Max HP for the best wishes and max defense because max defense. Then we got XXX CBB XXX with you know, Mega Aggron, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Roar. This thing has a lot of work to do in, you know, standard set. Then we got XXX Bat XXX with Black Sludge, Brave Bird, U-Turn, Roost, Defog, enough speed, outspeed, everything I want to, not including Jolteon. And yeah, next up we got Zebra with Extra Belt, Sap Zebra. I should have brought the freaking Lightning Rod, but he traded for Jolteon at the last, like a little bit before, and I was like, you know what, no, I still think Sap Zipper is good, but that was obviously a bad move. But he also had Reuniclus, so that's why I have Light Screen, and then I have Volt Switch and Power Ice and Overheat just for general coverage, and must speed outspeed everything I can. And yeah, that's an interesting move. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but I didn't really need another move because I never wanted to go for T-Bolt and stand. But he brought Jolteon, Mega Altaria, Registeel, Rotom Frostform, Dusknoir, and Landorus. First thing I see, dang it, yep, dang it, are you kidding me? Yep. Because I figured he'd bring Reuniclus and stuff, probably Arcanine, other things, but he brought Dusknoir, which really sucks for Blissey because it gets walled by it. However, he doesn't know that, so I died twitching thinking about Toxic. But yeah, hold up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna go down, turn to normal, and I'm gonna switch sides so it's on my side. Alright, so I am going to lead with Aggron, thinking, you know what, he's probably gonna lead off with Landorus, and I'd like to Ice Punch that thing, as I'm gonna do, because it'll probably, wait, hold up, because if it goes for Earthquake, it'll probably do about half. You know, I need to figure out if it's offensive or defensive, and I can always Wish Pass in the CBB. Also, it is like 1 o'clock, so we played this at about 12:30, so I was a bit like, you know, not 100% in it, but still pretty in it, because, you know, battling at midnight is kind of my time. No, it's not at all. But I'm gonna go for Ice Punch, and we do so much damage, and he's Rocky Helmet, which sucks, but I'm gonna switch out. I don't want to take another one of those, and I think he's gonna go for Earthquake, but he goes for U-Turn as he go out to bat, and I'm like, ugh. He has rocks, I don't. He's gonna go out the Jolteon and keep up the rocks. Ugh. I'm not switching out the Garchomp because I figure, you know, I can't risk that. And he's gonna go for the Volt Switch, and I'm like, ugh, I wish I had these rocks away. But he goes out to FF7. I'm like, wait, he didn't go out the Dusknoir. Great. I'm gonna, am I gonna set up the, I think excuse me. I go for Wish here because I'm like, I need to figure out if he's physical or special or if he's mixed. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Wish, and he's going to reveal the Cotton Guard. And I'm like, that's completely fine. I planned and prepped for basically every Altaria set in the book. I thought like he might bring, you know, mixed, but I was like, you know, and then he reveals DD. I'm like, he reveals DD as I get up rocks, and I'm like, huh, so is he Cotton Guard, D-Dance, return Earthquake, return Fire Blast? No roost? Really? Okay, I'm gonna go for another wish so that I can cleanly switch out into my CBB, XXX CBB. By the way, this isn't gonna be the official nicknames for the rest of the season. And now I get up the phone, I'm like, cool, I am going to roar you out. And he reveals Fire Blast. And I'm like, okay, roar you out. And now we know 3 of its moves. And it has one more move. I don't know what that move is. And then it roars him out into Winston. I'm like, okay, I have Yoko God form, so I'm going to go right back out to it. And he goes for Volt Switch again. I'm like, I wish I had gone out to Garchomp, but you know what? It happens. And now he goes out to this thing, and I'm like, I'm going to Seismic Toss you. What are you going to do? Seismic, it does a lot of damage. And he goes for Power Up Punch. I'm like, whoa. I'm not messing with this thing. I'm going hard into Garchomp. I'm going hard into Chompo the Garchomp. And he takes rough skin damage from that. And I'm like, you know what? He can switch. I don't care. I'm clicking Earthquake. If he switches out in the Landorus, he takes rocks damage. And then, I'm in a bit of a tricky situation. But we can deal with that when it gets there. If he goes out to Rotom, that's fine. I have a freaking, Yoko God form, and he doesn't know if I'm banded yet or not, so I can always bluff them not banded. So I'm just gonna go for Earthquake, and he does end up staying in, which is great. And now he's gonna go out to Landorus Fairy form, and I'm like, I'm banded, unfortunately, but I'm actually really happy I'm banded. So I'm gonna switch out to the Bat, and he goes for Knockoff, and I'm like, okay. We have seen U-Turn, Stealth Rock, Knockoff. What else could he have? It has to be Earthquake. Alright, there's no way it's not Earthquake. So I'm like, I'm not risking him going for Earthquake. I'm going straight for the Defog. There's a very limited chance that he goes for Stealth Rock here because I could always just kill him with the Brave Bird. So I'm going to go right for Defog right here because I want to, and I want to get the rocks away. And I go for Defog, and that works out pretty well as he kills me with Knockoff, but that's completely fine. Bat did what it needed to do, and now I get to go out to Fizzle and click Surf. Now, he sacks the Landers, which is great. Now, you might be thinking, well, he could switch. If I had set up a Tail Glow, he was in a pretty bad situation. And on the off chance I did set up a Tail Glow, he could get up the rocks and put me in a bad position. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going for Surf. I don't know if that thing has recovery, and then it can't hit Mana Fizzle if it's only Fire Blast. If he goes out to Jolteon, I like that chip damage. If he goes out to Dusknoir, I also like that chip damage, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then now he goes out into Man's Best Friend, the Roam Frost, and I'm like, cool. Oh, I go into Zebra, because I'm like, alright, let's go out to Zebra, I can resist it if he goes for Blizzard, I didn't want Volding out into that, basically. And he misses a Will, which is quite unfortunate for my opponent, it does suck a good amount. But now I'm going to get up the light screen because I would like that up. And he gets a crit as revenge, so, Justice, it doesn't really equate to it, but whatever. And he goes up to Patrick, and I'm like, perfect. I get the Volt Switch on this thing, and that reveals he's not Assault Vest or bulky in any way. So now I'm going to go out to Chomp, because Chomp's basically done what I need to do. That is Choice Banded Earthquake damage, and now I'm going to let me slow down a bit. So he goes for Earthquake, and that does a lot to Chomp, and I calc it, and actually I don't even calc it, but I know from just using Dusknoir, knowing what Dusknoir does, that is 100% banded damage. Most likely I haven't, but that is banded damage. So I'm like, cool. I'm clicking Earthquake. If he switches out the Rotom, I have 2 safe switch-in. I have Yoko Lintner, XXX Yoko, and I have the Zebra, which can switch in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to click Earthquake. If he switches out to Rotom, that's completely fine. If he switches out to Atari, I hit with an EQ, it's great. It's phenomenal. And I hit him with an Earthquake. It doesn't quite kill, but he goes for Earthquake and kills me. I'm like, fine. I get to bring out Mana Fizzle and click Surf, but he switches out to Man's Best Friend and eats it up like a freaking boss. 25%, that is nothing. And now I'm gonna switch. I switch out to Yoko Lintner because I'm like, you want? I really need these rocks up. I really need these freaking rocks up as the light screen's gonna fade. So I'm like, cool. I'm gonna just straight up. I'm gonna straight rock, or do I wish? Well, what do I go for? Do I wish or do I rock? No, I wish up because I don't want this thing coming back in. I think Aggron's like not at full, and Yoko's at the percentage working while what needs to, and we're gonna go out to CBB. Well, I'm gonna go out to CBB, and he goes for Con Guard, and now I'm gonna go for Roost as he misses a Fire Blast, which is like, oh, he missed Fire Blast, you freaking hacker. You run Fire Blast, it's gonna miss. Sorry. It's just facts. It's like running Toxic every week like I do. I know I'm going to miss one of these weeks and it's going to be pretty detrimental. And then he goes for T-Bolt and it does 34%. And I'm like, cool, I can live the next one. Then he Thunderbolts me again and crits me and kills me. So some immediate justice, I presume, because if I would have gotten Light Screen up, that would have been just phenomenal. But you know what? Some immediate justice, whatever. Now I'm going to go out to Yoko and get these free ass rocks up. Yes! Get up those young rocks. Everything's gonna be taking damage, and now Patrick is dead. And he goes for Facade. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go for Soft Build because whatever he does, I can live. And he goes for Facade. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna wish up. And then he goes for Facade again. And I'm like, alright, I can switch out into Mega Aggron because Mega Aggron right now walls what needs to wall. And no, Yoko walls what needs to wall at the percentage of HP it's at. So now I'm going to go out to it. He goes for Fire Blast again, and I'm going to Heavy Slam him and kill him. Perfect. Awesome, phenomenal. And now he's down to 3 pokes, and I'm like, he goes out to Jolteon. I'm like, you ready? You ready? It's time for Yoko to do what does best. Comes in, oh, delicious. Oh, delicious, nutritious. Oh, so good. Eat it up like slur. Drop a Draco, then a skr. And Yoko's just gonna recover that up, and Yoko's just gonna do what does best and wall out for days. He goes for Hex, just revealing his set, and I'm like, ah, cool. But yeah, that's game. There's nothing happens. He doesn't Thunderbolt Power me. He doesn't will me. He just hexes and then Shadow Balls with his Jolteon. That's it. That's the game. So yeah, I'm just gonna let these freaking plays. I'm just gonna freaking turn this thing to fast. And yeah, oh my gosh, this is really fast. Hold on, wow, this is okay. He's gonna go for Shadow Ball. He kills. He doesn't do any damage. I go for Seismic Toss, and then the Seismic Toss is gonna seal the game. So yeah, actually, really good game to Tyler, my opponent. I gotta give him props. Landis really put in work. That double Volt put in work. Dusknoir almost like just destroyed me. And that Registeel was something. And that Altaria set could have put in work if I hadn't prepped super well for it. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna get up out. Thank you for checking out the video. And we out this bitch. Bye!